They weren't the first to do this. It was Blake Lively, it was Ryan Reynolds. This was their strategy. And now they kind of want to put the genie back in the bottle. But guess what? The genie does not want to go back in the bottle.
Ryan Reynolds, known for his quick wit and humor, recently found himself at the center of controversy after Fox News called him out for allegedly firing a makeup artist under questionable circumstances. According to reports, Reynolds was furious when his personal makeup artist was unavailable for a reshoot during Deadpool 2 and issued an ultimatum: either return immediately or never work in Hollywood again. This level of control shocked many, leading to accusations that Reynolds is just as egotistical and manipulative as his wife, Blake Lively. The incident exposed his behind-the-scenes behavior, contrasting sharply with the charming, laid-back persona he presents to the public.
Somebody revealed a source that says he had quite an experience demanding his makeup artist show up or get fired. I'll share that story for you.
Fox News covered the story on Kennedy Saves the World, where a studio insider claimed that Reynolds was relentless in his demands. He allegedly refused to hire another makeup artist, despite Hollywood having many professionals available. Fox executives were reportedly frustrated but had no choice, as Reynolds had taken significant creative control over the film. This incident reignited discussions about his growing dominance over the Deadpool franchise. Past conflicts, including director Tim Miller's departure from Deadpool, due to creative differences, have further reinforced his reputation as a power-hungry actor.
Ryan Reynolds, by all accounts, seems like a great guy. He is acting. By all accounts, he is a total pain in the ass.
Beyond issues with crew members, Reynolds has also been accused of treating co-stars unfairly. Morena Baccarin, who played his love interest in the first Deadpool film, had a significantly reduced role in the sequel. Many speculate this was due to a disagreement with Reynolds. Additionally, actor T.J. Miller, who portrayed Weasel, publicly claimed that Reynolds was needlessly rude to him on set, breaking character to belittle him in front of the crew. These accounts suggest a troubling pattern of behavior that contradicts his charming public persona. Actress Rebecca Ferguson, who worked with Reynolds on the 2017 film Life, hinted at a troubling experience with a co-star. Though she never named him, she described the actor as insecure and aggressive. Ferguson was so uncomfortable that she refused to act directly with him, instead opting to perform scenes opposite a tennis ball. Following her comments, she reportedly received warnings from industry insiders, highlighting Hollywood's tendency to protect powerful figures like Reynolds while discouraging those who speak out. Even longtime friendships have crumbled, as seen in Reynolds falling out with Jake Gyllenhaal. The two were once inseparable during the Life Press tour, frequently joking and appearing on talk shows together. However, something changed drastically, as Gyllenhaal now refuses to acknowledge Reynolds. In a recent interview, he even stated, "I have nothing to say about him." This cold dismissal suggests a serious falling out, adding to speculation that Reynolds' public persona may not reflect his true personality. While Reynolds continues to thrive in Hollywood, these revelations have cast doubt on his reputation. What was once seen as a fun-loving, sarcastic persona now appears to mask a more controlling and vindictive nature. Accounts from makeup artists, co-stars, and directors suggest that Reynolds is not as easygoing as he claims.
Ryan Reynolds had to do some reshoots for the movie. His makeup artist was out of the country working. Ryan Reynolds threatened to fire the makeup artist off the rest of the film and the reshoots they had to do, and also said, if you don't come back and do my makeup for these reshoots, you will never work in Hollywood again.
But rather someone who demands control and retaliates against those who don't conform. Whether these accusations will impact his career remains uncertain, as Hollywood often turns a blind eye to powerful figures. Reynolds has long been seen as one of Hollywood's most charismatic actors, but recent criticisms suggest his humor may not be as genuine as it seems. Former co-stars, including T.J. Miller, have accused him of using humor not to entertain, but to belittle others. Miller, who worked with Reynolds on Deadpool, claimed his jokes came from condescension rather than comedic talent. Even respected director Quentin Tarantino dismissed Reynolds' career, calling his Netflix films forgettable and lacking artistic value. As more voices speak out, many are beginning to question whether Reynolds' humor is truly clever or simply a defense mechanism hiding deeper insecurities. Adding to the controversy, Scarlett Johansson, Reynolds' ex-wife, has hinted at his passive-aggressive and jealous nature. Some speculate that their marriage struggled as Johansson's career soared while Reynolds struggled to land major roles. His swift transition to Blake Lively fueled rumors.
No one knew who he was beforehand. Everyone knows who he is now. If he is a smart sociopath, he'll work that to his advantage.
That he sought a relationship where he had the upper hand. Similarly, his ex-fiancée, Alanis Morissette, released an album inspired by their breakup, with lyrics suggesting deep insecurities on Reynolds' part. These claims from two high-profile exes add to the argument that his charming public persona may not reflect his private behavior. Reynolds' Hollywood standing has also faced scrutiny, with figures like Gerard Butler and Chris Columbus openly criticizing his career. Butler dismissed Reynolds' films as insignificant, while Columbus condemned his attempt to produce Stoned Alone, calling it an insult to cinema. Such disapproval from respected industry figures suggests that Reynolds may not hold the widespread respect he projects.
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star, and this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and comfortable. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." It's the first time I've ever spoken. I remember being so scared. And I looked at this person and I said, "You can F off. I'm going to work towards a tennis ball. I never want to see you again."
Raising further doubts about his carefully curated public image. Even Reynolds' seemingly perfect marriage to Blake Lively has come under scrutiny. Their playful online banter, once considered charming, now feels overly staged, with critics suggesting it serves as a distraction from negative press. Meanwhile, Lively has faced her own legal battles, including issues involving filmmaker Justin Baldoni, raising questions about whether Reynolds' public image, so closely tied to hers, can withstand growing scrutiny. If his reputation continues to decline, some speculate that Lively's career could also be affected. Ultimately, Reynolds' downfall seems tied to his carefully curated image unraveling. Once celebrated as Hollywood's lovable, funny man, recent backlash paints him as controlling and mean-spirited rather than witty. As industry insiders distance themselves and his relationships face deeper analysis, it remains to be seen whether Reynolds can rebuild his reputation or if his time as a beloved star is nearing its end. Thanks for watching.